everybody, Jo here again. Got something a bit exciting to share with you today, and it's these new, absolutely fabulous Fairy Nook Homes. And these are ready for you to make your own tiny little villages. You get 3 house templates made out of quality card, and you can colour them, stamp on them. Now I've made one up ready to show you. Based it on a plinth. So this is the front, and for me, I can then pop the candle on and pop my little house, and then obviously you can see the candle inside. But I'll just get rid of this bit just to show you. So this is mine, finished one, and I do actually, yes, decorate the inside as well. But look, you can stamp on them, and think of all the stamps you've got that will go well. I've got one of the lovely lamps here. And you can just decorate this as you wish. Some stencil work on the roof. Look, I was so excited when I just used this stencil and thought it looked like roof tiles. I've got a little bit of moss growing on the roof. We've got some shrubbery hanging down. And honestly, they are so fabulous. Now, I know you're going to ask me, these blocks of wood I did get from the Dreamatorium, and also the reindeer moss I got from Lavinia at the Dreamatorium as well. And that was just how I made myself a base to put my little house on. But I'm sure you will just create, honestly, you're going to have so much fun deciding what you're going to do, how you're going to create it, where you're going to put it. And to go with it, we've got a lovely set of 4 stamps called House Accessories. And 1 is the lovely doorway, and then 3, we've got some brickwork. I must admit, I took quite a while decorating mine because I had so much fun. So when it comes to the roof, I used this fabulous stencil called Nimbus. And as I say, for me, this looked like tiles. So what I need to bear in mind is I need to protect this bit. I don't want it to go over my brickwork. So I'm going to place my stencil about here. And the colour I've gone for is paprika because I'm going for red tiles. And again, with my stencil brush, blend in the lid and then just add some ink. Oh yes, happy with that. Obviously these pieces are the roof pieces, so they're the ones with my tiles on. Now for the building, and again, I'm just going to protect this because obviously I've already done that. And you will decide whatever colour you want to use. But what I'm going to do is add a little bit of truffle. Now again, you can decide different colours. And in the background, I've got some brickwork, so of course it has to be the red brick stencil for me. So again, I just want to protect that and just get this bottom brick level. I don't want my bricks on a tilt, do I? We don't want the leaning house of Lavinia. And then I'm going to come in, and I'm not going to add the brickwork throughout the whole of the design. I just want random areas. And what's nice, you know, if I get the brush that I used for the red tiles, I can just get hints of red look. And again, I've not needed to use any more ink. That's what we've got so far. I also add a quick bit of colour and some stencil work on the inside, just in case somebody peeps when it's finished through my window and they look inside. Now, with these stamps, as I say, we've got the beautiful brickwork. So I've gone for pine cone. And I'm just going to add a little bit of stamping first, second, possibly some 3rd generation up here, maybe 4th. And there's a large one that I've used in the roof there. And then all I've done with my fine liner is almost just put some odd little lines, little dots. And it sort of just finishes those edges, just so I don't have those definite edges. And especially around the windows here, And again, it's just, for me, it's how you build up the design. Now, one stamp that's so good is, look at your pots. So I've used, I believe this is from the Rosemary and Thyme pots, and added the pots. And because we've got different sizes, this house, I could put a pot either side of the doorway. Now, again, when you look at this, look, oh, perfect. That's got to go over there, hasn't it? Now, a little tip for this. Tracy very cleverly put the point lining up with that. So if I try and get the door at the base and line that up with that there, I should be there or thereabouts. And there we go, look. Do you know what? I'll take that. I'm happy with that, look. So that's my little tip. Just line that up there. So what we'll do is we'll add a little bit more grass on this side. And I'm just using the same pot stamp. And I'm going to come in with Avocado and Shady Lady or Shady Lane. And then also, what I found nice was just to clean my stamp and then just do an odd little bit of stamping in Portobello, just so that I've brought a little bit of that brown in. But also it almost looks like my shrub. Again, the different colours, aren't they? Now, as I say, the lamps is a lovely stamp to add as well. But I know you're going to look through your stamps and see all the different ones you can use. Now, when it comes to the door, I've gone for a red door. So, for me, Mondelez Pencils is coloured my door red, but then at the base, I've added brown. Just blend that in. On the archway, I decided I was going to have some yellow for that brightness, then a little bit of mid-brown, and then some dark brown. And I'm going to blend these with my clear Wink of Stella. So again, we'll go for the yellow, and then into the brown, blend that beautifully, clean my brush, and then come in with the red and blend that into the brown. But again, really important, clean that brush. And then next time I pick it up, it'll be perfect to use. So if I show you, look, and again, when it dries, it's going to have that lovely, lovely sparkle. So while that's drying, I'll just show you ways of adding shade. Now, I could come in with my brown Mondelez, look, and add some brown, just where we'd get the shade under the window. But another thing you can do is come in with your pastel pencil and add a bit of shade. And also on the bricks, just odd bricks. And then I'm just going to blend. And it just gives that, you know, when you look at a house that is built with bricks or even stone, all the colours aren't the same. You get different tones. And where the roof is, you will get shadow under there. So again, I'm just going to come in and add a little bit of shadow under there. And then what I'm going to do is on the front, we're going to have some lovely little hanging bits. So this, I think this is from the foliage set, the lovely hanging little stamp. And so let's come in again with our green inks. Now, you might want to add from the lovely new tree we've got. There's a lovely hanging bit there. You could add that in purples, maybe have some wisteria growing over. I'm just going for that little bit of green there, and we'll just add some on here as well. Now, I'm not worried if my stamping goes on there because that's just my little flap, and I don't mind that. You can mask it off if you want, but there's no need. So there we go, look, we've got that lovely little hanging foliage there. And I just love the way it all builds up. Right, is anything I've forgotten before we make it up? Some little, see if I can just add some little white highlights with the mangaka just on the top there. And then what I did with, I wanted some little flowers and I went for red to tie in. So I'm just using my Posca to tie in with the red roof and just to bring that other colour in. And also I need a handle on my door. We've got to be able to get in, haven't we? If we can't get in, we're in trouble. So we'll have a little bit of highlight. There we go. And it's these little deep, look at that. So if I turn this over, I was lucky that was almost clean. There are lots of different ways you can glue. You can use your bippity-boppity glue and you've got wiggle time. For me, I like to use the red liner tape. It's a very hard, solid fix. It's one of the best fixes in my book. But again, you use whatever you would normally use. Now, what I'm going to do is just cut, she says, just cut the edge so I've got that lovely shape there. And then what you'll find is where you've got that taped edge, you'll find, oh, you see we've got a straight line. Normally what happens is we've got another edge that's an angle and I can use that piece. But here for this one, it's a straight edge. So I shall be lifting it up. As I say, it is so tacky, this tape. And I'm just going to trim that. Mine's a little bit wider. And I tend to have a pair of scissors that I keep just for this because it is such a tacky, very sticky tape. Now, the next thing is just check all your folds before you make it up. Check you've done your inside, your outside, if there's anything else you want to add. Now, it might be you want to use a score tool for this. For me, I find just bending the card is enough. But again, like I say, we all have different ways. And if your way is different to mine, you go with your way. I'm just showing you the way I made it up. And probably on the creatives, we've all made them up differently. But then that's good. So the worst bit I find with the red liner tape is taking the red liner off. So, and I'll try and be speedy. Right. So hopefully we've got those off and we're done inside. So the way I found easy to do the first one is just line up the base and just follow that edge up. So that's matching beautifully there and we're matching at the bottom. And then when it comes to the lid, look, the roof, I'm just going to bend the side in and I'm going to add this one. And again, move over. And I'm just hoping you can see. If I go off camera, I'm really sorry. I'm hoping you can see. And then we've got these sides now, look. So I'm going to pop these sides in. And we've also got this tab. So this tab needs to go down. The sides need to go in. Nice and quickly pop those in and that down. And then if you can't get your hand inside, I find just use either a paintbrush or I'm using my Wink of Stella pen just to pop inside, look, and check those tabs there, look, and nicely down on the roof, that they're all in. Does that make sense? And then that way, look, and we've got the little door that opens. So I've got the two together, look. And this one, as I say, I just finished off with a little bit of the reindeer moss on the roof. So I'm really hoping that gives you an insight as to how I've decorated these little houses. But there are lots and lots of ways you can use them. And honestly, I can't wait to see what you do. It will be amazing the way that these will take you. I can't wait to see. I hope you have fun. I hope you've enjoyed this. And as I say, I can't wait to see which stamps you use. So enjoy decorating, and please put your designs on social media. We love to see what you create, and tag me in and then I can see. So you take care. Thanks as always for popping in. I definitely need a coffee now. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.